All right, and away we go, holding on to conditions to be like this. We're going to start you off with this, going back to warmer conditions. You know we're going to get warmer all the way through Wednesday and carry that over into Thursday as well. And we'll be mild to warm. We'll get into those temperatures near the 90s, possibly in some 90s for some locations. And then we'll go from Thursday all the way down to Sunday, and then we cool on down. So we go we go at least mild or warmer, whatever you want to call it these days. It's warmer now. We usually back in California, we usually call 80s or 90s hot, but I have to readjust, get back to it. We've got the mild conditions coming in. That'll stick around with us. We go back into all the way into Tuesday as well as Wednesday with the mild, with this ridge of high pressure continuing to build. But you see that Gulf moisture coming up off that. That'll be Tropical Storm 6 turning into at least a hurricane possibly, and bringing in more humidity for us as we go right through midweek as well. And into Thursday and Friday, it starts to track a little bit more so over into the Great Lakes. And of course, we maintain that heat and the warm conditions. Here's a look at it right now, and bear with me as we kind of push through this. You'll see it kind of pushing in, and eventually by the time we get into Wednesday, it turns into a tropical storm, and that's in the morning time, heading like it's going towards Houston. It makes a turn, and instead of going to Houston, it goes over to Louisiana, heading for Lafayette, and that continues to move as a Category 1 hurricane. So that means the port of Houston's going to pick up some pretty decent rainfall. Now remember, all this area has been just widespread rainfall for like the last 2 weeks. So that means any type of rainfall they get is just going to be runoff, and that's going to be flooding all the way into from Wednesday going into Thursday, with a big risk of potential flooding in that area. And it heads out for Tennessee, hits Memphis, sorry Elvis, but it's heading your way, and it continues on all the way up into St. Louis as that begins to fill out as a low pressure system, and that's where we continue to get all that humidity from. Sky Tracker is going to be taking you in as we go through the next few. You're going to be looking at some rainfall potential, not much, about a 30% chance. It starts to weasel down or wind down by the time it gets into at least into the 8 o'clock hour, and then you can see more rainfall potential coming in all the way into at least going through Tuesday for the better part of the day. Not a lot of it's going to be popping back into the future here, but as we take a quick peek here, we're going to be seeing the potential for, again, not much in the way of rainfall for everybody. The zones are showing us some good sunshine for everybody, though. That's going to continue on all the way across the board, and then right back down out of it, we get into some good looking numbers. So that being said, we take a quick peek gander at, I'm not going to go to Saturday. That's going to be not an issue here, but we're going to take it into how this all plays out. You're going to be looking at 84 to 85 degrees, turning up to 87 by the time we get into Wednesday, 89 for Thursday, near 90, and then taper it back down as we go into the mild to warm, and then we finish more into the mild to finish out your weekend. Back to you.